let's we see first of all the electron transport chain, that is a ETC. It is a redox reaction occur in the mitochondria, which is a provide the ATP for the, yes, Bhumika. Bhumika, have you any problem?
नो सर, वो तो आपने आपने थोड़ी देर पहले पूछा था ना कि कौन कौन क्लासरूम में ज्वाइन है, उस वक्त मैंने खड़ा किया था.
ઓકે સોરી, એટલે હમણાં જ મેં જોયું એટલે મેં તમને પૂછ્યું. તો ચાલો,
हाँ हाँ, सॉरी सर.
ઓકે કોઈ પ્રોબ્લેમ નહીં બેટા. ओके, सो इलेक्ट्रॉन ट्रांसपोर्ट सिस्टम, बेसिकली आप लोग सब बहुत बार ये चीज पढ़ चुके हो. इलेक्ट्रॉन ट्रांसपोर्ट सिस्टम में आपको रेडॉक्स रिएक्शन पढ़ना है, सिंपल. तो रेडॉक्स रिएक्शन किसके बीच में, कैसे और कब होता है, वो इंपॉर्टेंट है. पहला तो ये जानना पड़ेगा, हमको ये समझना पड़ेगा कि इलेक्ट्रॉन ट्रांसपोर्ट सिस्टम होती क्यों है. तो आप जानते होंगे कि पीसीए साइकिल में दो चीज बनती है, एक NADH और एक FADH. एक ग्लाइकोलिसिस में ही ऐसी कोई मटेरियल भी बनता है जैसे NADH बनता है ना. तो ये सारी चीजें क्यों बनती है, तो ये जो NADH बनता है दैट इज रिडक्शन, दैट मीन्स रिडक्शन प्रोसेस हुआ. अब ये रिडक्शन होता है तो उसके अंदर हाइड्रोजन आया, एनर्जी कंज्यूम हुई, एनर्जी उसके अंदर कंजर्व हुई. अब उस एनर्जी को एटीपी में कन्वर्ट करना है. तो ये जो एटीपी में कन्वर्जन करना है, उसके लिए सेल के अंदर एक पर्टिकुलर प्रोसेस होती है, और उस प्रोसेस के अंदर रिडक्शन ऑक्सीडेशन होता है. तो सेल के अंदर जहां ये प्रोसेस होती है वो है माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया, और माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया के अंदर भी क्रिस्टी एंड मैट्रिक्स दो चीज है. तो इलेक्ट्रॉन ट्रांसपोर्ट सिस्टम की सारी मशीनरी क्रिस्टी के अंदर है. एंजाइम्स हो या फिर कैरियर मॉलिक्यूल्स हो, कोई भी चीज जो इलेक्ट्रॉन ट्रांसपोर्ट सिस्टम के साथ कनेक्टेड है, वो सारी चीज क्रिस्टी के ऊपर या फिर अंदर की साइड पे अवेलेबल है. क्लियर. और जब ये NADH डोनेट करेगा हाइड्रोजन, उस टाइम पे वी आर कॉल्ड एज अ प्रोटॉन, और उस टाइम पे इलेक्ट्रॉन रिलीज होंगे, और वाटर भी स्प्लिट होता है तो उसके अंदर से भी इलेक्ट्रॉन रिलीज होते हैं. और फाइनली जब ये इलेक्ट्रॉन्स मूव करते हैं एक कैरियर से दूसरे कैरियर में, दूसरे कैरियर से तीसरे कैरियर में, फाइनल जो इलेक्ट्रॉन एक्सेप्ट होता है वो ऑक्सीजन करता है और वाटर बनाता है. ध्यान रखना, हमने फोटोसिंथेसिस में वाटर स्प्लिटिंग पढ़ा था, वहां पे भी इलेक्ट्रॉन ट्रांसपोर्ट सिस्टम थी, आपने देखा होगा. PS1 PS2 जेड स्किन साइक्लिक फोटोफॉस्फोराइलेशन, वहां पे भी हमने वर्ड यूज किया था फॉस्फोराइलेशन. वहां लाइट की हेल्प से हमने एटीपी बनाई थी. दैट्स व्हाई वी आर कॉल्ड एज अ फोटोफॉस्फोराइलेशन. Here we are using the material which is oxidized, and that's why it is also called oxidative phosphorylation. Do you understand? Oxidative phosphorylation, where the particular molecules NADH or FADH get oxidized, release electron and hydrogens, and that traveled through a various sequence, and finally the electron is accepted by the oxygen, and whatever the hydrogens or electron is released, that release certain energy and which is a conserved in the form of ATP. So this whole process is known as a oxidative phosphorylation, which is occur in the mitochondria. So electron transport system coupling the oxidation of food to the synthesis of ATP. Oxidation, that means loss of electrons, so you can easily remember by oil. Reduction, that is a gain of electrons, so you can easily remember by the rig. Oxidation and reduction reactions require certain carriers, acceptor and donor. So pyrimidine nucleotides, that is a nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide NAD, flavine adenine dinucleotide, that is FAD. When it is a receive the hydrogen, you can see over here NADH is formed and H plus is released. So one way it is a reduction takes place. When NADH donate the hydrogen and electron, you can see over here NAD plus is formed. So 2 hydrogen and 2 electron is released. So ultimately we are called as a oxidation. So in one way, in TCA cycle, what happened? NADH is formed, that means reduction takes place. In electron transport system or oxidative phosphorylation, you can see NADH is split and it forms NAD plus, 2H plus and 2 electron minus. So oxidation process is carried out. Cytochromes is a protein which contains the heme, and it is a heme group protein. It is also called heme group protein. In earlier photophosphorylation, FES, ferrous sulfate protein, we are called in the photophosphorylation. But here, heme group protein is used, that is a cytochrome, and the iron atom undergoes a redox reaction. So you can see over here, Fe plus 3 plus electron, if it is a receive, then Fe plus 2 is formed. This Fe plus 2 is a reduction to convert into oxidation. Please કોકનું mic છે, please off કરો. Mic ચાલુ છે. So oxidative phosphorylation, a series of redox reaction using electron acceptor or donor. So it is called as a redox reaction, and it is a helpful when redox reaction completed, energy is released and that energy is conserved in the form of ATP. So here in various reaction, glycolysis and Krebs cycle, NADH and FADH is formed. Electron acceptor and donor, when receiving electron, it is called the acceptor, and when give the electron, it is called the donor. So two molecules require, donor and acceptor, and oxidize when losing electron one another, then this make the electrochemical gradient. That means what happened in NADH, when it is a split, it having the potentials, electric potentials, and these electric potentials generated at one way, at one end, and in near the membrane area, there is a electron potential is very low. So it creates the electric potential gradient, and through that the electron is moved from one area to, or one molecules to another molecule. Each molecule in the series have low redox potential than the one before. As I earlier said, one having a high potential and one having a low potential. So whenever the electron is flow from higher to lower, so that way the electron chain is moved. If the energy is released less than 30.5 kilojoule mole, the mole of ATP can be synthesized from ADP by a coupled reactions. So this is the ultimate, the energy is released. As I earlier said, the energy is released, which is a conserve in the form of ATP. Okay. So the first molecule in the series, that is the NAD or FAD, two electron transport system connected. If we discuss NAD, then NAD electron transport system. If we discuss FAD, because both molecules form different ATP. In the case of NAD, we calculated in theoretical, that is a 3. If FAD, then we calculated theoretically, that is a 2. So in the case of series of electron transportation, if it is a beginning with the FAD, then we start with the FAD molecules, and if it is a beginning with the NADH, then we start with the NADH. So here the coenzymes of various dehydrogenase enzyme is used for the first molecule. In the case of NADH, NADH reductase or NADP reductase and dehydrogenase enzyme is applied, and it can degrade the hydrogens, or it can split the NAD into NADH, NADH into the NAD plus oxidized state. Next come, that is a sequence of cytochromes, and it is the iron containing proteins. So cytochromes is a help in the transferring of electrons from one state to another state. You can see over here, this is the first reaction where positive redox potentials, then electron is released. You can see over here gradually the downhill reaction start. Flavoprotein or cytochrome B receive the electrons, then after electron move to the cytochrome C, then after it is a move to the A3, and then the electron is a move, you can see positive charge to negative, and then finally the electron is accepted by one half oxygen and it form water molecule. So this is a sequence of electron transport system, and this is the energy level. Positive energy, if you understand thermodynamics, delta positive, delta G is if positive, then what energy is required? Okay, when delta G is negative, that means energy is released, and that energy is conserved in the form of ATP. So this is the ultimate sequence. Electron is released in three ways. You can see first, second, and third. And here, in each stage, ATP is formed. So three ATP is formed in when the NADH enter into electron transport system. In the case of FADH, it is beginning with the this protein, flavoproteins. And if it is beginning from here, then two ATP is generated. Okay. So here the energy level, you can see delta G is a minus 51, then after you can see delta G minus 38, and ultimately last you can see delta G is a minus 84.5, where the ATP is formed. Here one reaction ATP is formed, here second reaction ATP is formed, here third reaction where ATP is formed, and FADH to directly enter to second reaction, that is the flavoprotein. So this is a electron transport chain you learn in the membrane, Christie membrane. Okay, I gives this with the help of electron gradient. Okay, minus 51. Here the energy is a minus 38, and here the energy is a minus 84. That means each stage the energy is released, and that energy is conserved in the form of ATP. Electrons are produced by splitting hydrogen atoms taken from the food molecules, and it formed the H plus an electron by dehydrogenase enzyme. At last the electron accept in the series, that is oxygen, and that's why aerobic organism take oxygen, and that oxygen is a enter into mitochondria, and at last it is a consumed in a electron transport system and form the water. So this is a electron transport system where electron is accepted by hydrogen and oxygen, and it forms water molecule, and this water molecule is known as a metabolic water. So let's see the locations in the mitochondria, inner membrane, eukaryotic, the plasma membrane of the prokaryotes. So understand where it is a form. So inner membrane, that is a Christie. The surface area increased by the Christie number, and Christie, that is the activity of cell, where the cell activities proceed and mainly the electron transport system is formed. Example, liver cell 40 meter square gram inverse, mitochondria, heart, muscles 200 to 250 meter square gram inverse. That means this is the number of mitochondria present in the different cells. In the liver cell, normal numbers, but heart muscle cell having a high, because heart continuously work, it require high energy, and that's why it contain the high area. Christie is a higher, and also the number of mitochondria is also higher, and that help to produce the ATP. So here you can see the insides of cardiac muscles, high number of Christie, and here the flight muscles, that is present in insect, it is also high muscle. In the case of oxidative phosphorylation, we have to understand chemoosmotic pump. Without chemoosmotic pump, we cannot understand how ATP is formed. So let's see, the electron is entered into the electron transport system, and it can migrated with the help of different carrier, and finally it can accept with the oxygen and form the water. So ultimately the electron transport system is over. Now what happen in each stage, hydrogen is released, and these hydrogens, you can see over here, these hydrogens is a now enter into outer sides. So when outer sides, that is intermembrane space, is higher, it changes the pH, and if it is a higher in concentration, then this is a Christie inner sites. Okay, so then it creates the problem in the enzymes, and ultimately it cannot form the ATP. So now the hydrogen must be moved, but hydrogen cannot be moved. That hydrogen that we are called as a proton cannot be moved by any means. But it there is a one protein molecules which is a useful for the transferring of hydrogens, and this protein molecule is known as a F0 F1 particle. That is also known as ATP synthetase, and this proton is moved, and ultimately when it is entered into matrix, this hydrogen used in a TCA cycle, and here the ATP is formed. So the energy when proton move from F0 to F1 area, it gives the motion energy, kinetic energy, and this kinetic energy is conserved in the form of ADP plus Pi and convert into ATP. So ultimately the ATP is formed by chemoosmotic model. The ETC create a concentration gradient by pumping H out of the mitochondrial inner matrix. As the H diffuse back into matrix across the inner surface, they drive ATP synthesis. Here you can see the examples. The chemoosmotic pump, right? This is a photophosphorylation that we already discussed, but let's see here also chemoosmotic model beginning. You can see the water is gives the electrons, oxygen is a remove, and this electron is a transfer to the series of various carrier molecules, and finally the electron is a accepted by NADH, and it form NAD plus, and it form NADH, and these electrons, once the hydrogen water is split, hydrogen is formed, hydrogen is accumulated in the thylakoid space ultimately, and finally this hydrogen is moved through the F0 F1 protein, and here also the ADP plus Pi is condensed and form the ATP. So photophosphorylation, by this way ATP is formed. So two reactions we have discussed. One is a photophosphorylation and second one is a electron transport system. Clear? Here the H plus, that is a received by NAD plus and with the electrons, and it formed the NADPH plus H plus. So this is about a summary of our lecture.